I hope you all are doing amazing. Perfect. This is my favorite filter. This is gonna be a reading for Scorpio risings. Thank you so much for being here. This is my favorite filter because it's like I'm doing a movie, of which technically, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. So we are here to do Scorpio risings. I hope you all are doing amazing. This is going to be a longer reading for Scorpio risings. If you do not resonate with this energy, that is very normal. Essentially, what we deem as really a priority and or important, the universe doesn't necessarily agree, because they know kind of all the energies that are happening, all the things that everyone is shifting through. So what they do is my divine team basically prioritizes the reading to the people that are actually needing it, which doesn't mean necessarily that you don't need it if you're not resonating with it. It essentially means that the divine team thinks that there is someone else out there that might be a little bit behind you, and so they want to kind of focus on them. However, if that is they are not focusing on people that do not move, and that choose to stay in stagnant situations over and over and over. So do not worry about that. They're not wasting their time on people that choose to go in circles. They're wasting it, if you believe that they're wasting it, on essentially people that they feel like are going through something a little bit tougher than you are. So this is going to be for my Scorpio risings already popping out. This deck called out to me when I was bringing my decks in. This one actually somehow flipped out. Okay, so right at the bat, one of the stories is going to be so again, here's the kicker. So if any of you are dealing with stalkers, and you feel they often do and or watch what you watch. So if you feel like maybe, let's just say you watch readers and things aren't shifting and changing, it could be something like that. I believe you shouldn't be focusing on the energy, period. But it's a really, we do what natural humans and people tend to do. So you have words upright and intimacy upright, which is great. I do believe that you are showing your sensuality, Scorpions, through the way that you speak. People are starting to maybe understand you for you based on how you conduct yourself, is specifically what I just heard. Okay. Loyalties in reverse and battles in reverse. You could have dealt with people in the past where they tend to be people that are a little bit, I heard passive aggressive. I mean, that would be something. I have a smirk because I'm like, that's such Scorpion to say that. As a Scorpio moon, I'm just like, let's use better terminology, Scorpio. In other words, let's get deeper than that. Loyalties in reverse and battles in reverse. So I feel like there was some sort of ending in a situation. Scorpions don't really become not loyal until they feel like they're literally fighting with someone 24/7. Then what tends to happen is when someone's fighting with a Scorpio, and this is just my personal opinion and or experiences, as well as all the Scorpions I know, which is my life is ran by Aquas and Scorpions right now. I just have a ton of Aquas too in my life, but so I feel like Scorpion, the storyline just switched up. We're going to go back. I feel like, from my experience, for me as a Scorpio, if there's so much coming at you where you can't even see the love anymore, all there is opinions, he said, feelings of which are so dramatically blown out of proportion. I just want to say it in a way a Scorpion would, because that's truly what I believe, that it becomes a lost cause. It's kind of like, if it gets so blown out of proportion that the ideology of what once was literally becomes a blip in the storyline, a Scorpion's not going to be interested and their loyalty's gone. So often what happens, Scorpions, is I believe that people gravitate towards us based on our loyalty. However, they are stupid enough to believe that the loyalty will always stay. Well, with that being said, if someone comes forward, be very cautious on who's coming forward. It does look like there's an energy. Again, this could be like a Scorpio sun. I'm now sensing that energy that you could be dealing with. And we have theft and wounds out, and secrets upright, and choice upright. So it seems like, as the reality is someone chose a whole bunch of shit over what was right. And they chose to do the shittier side. Okay? Okay. Well, with that being the case, I mean, we're in a huge paradigm shift in the world right now, and it is based on planetary adjustments, as I like to call them. And with that being said, you have a choice whether you're going to go back to a karmic law, or if you're going to leave a situation and allow that person to receive the karma of which you bestowed upon them, which is what Scorpions do. They can give you karma, or they can give themselves karma, or they will shift karma. If you don't know anything about that, well, the Scorpio sons, I don't really think that they know how to do that unless it's more shit creating. But whatever. With that being said, there's no death behind it. There is, based on what your moon and your rising is. Yeah, but Scorpio suns are more all, I'm a Scorpio, but it's more people pleasing than a true Scorpion is. So with that being said, true Scorpions don't really give a fuck what people think about them, and they don't really need to agree with them, and they don't need people to agree with them as well. Period. They're not here for the masses. They're here to create rebirths, changes in people's lives and identities. So if you hit a Scorpion that's not really changing, and they're all about like, what up bros and hoes and all about that Scorpion's not really, they're not where they should be. A true Scorpion does not give a fuck. A true Scorpion is going to be the person that literally picks someone in the room that is usually hidden in the most awkward area. Why? Because Scorpions read off of energy. So they're not going to hit the mass market of energy when it's based on trying to please in any way, shape, or form. Hence why I've been an asshole the whole time I've had this YouTube. Because that's my character. Why? Because if you don't like it, you're going to thumbs down it. And I did what I was here to do. Piss you off, trigger you enough where that creates a sense of karma. In a sense of, it triggers you. Therefore, your whole shift is going to shift. Therefore, I just brought you back to where you need to be karma-wise. Whether you see it that way or not is not my problem. It's not a Scorpion's problem, whether you see it or not. A reverse Scorpio also can do a lot more than that. But again, it's not that they can put things on you. The person has the right to make the difference, to change. However, if they're not mentally strong enough to change, it will shift and it will shake. So with that being said, it looks like you are no longer wanting to battle a situation where all it feels like is a battle. Because you know, in the place that you're in, you can't fully be the loyal authenticity person you are, because it will never be what it was. Period. You have theft and intimacy. Essentially, someone you were intimate with is a thief. Could be someone like me who's getting stalked by literally all their fucking exes. I can't tell you, I literally just had an ex show up in the middle of nowhere. It's like, hey. And I'm like, thinking about, aren't I the crazy bitch? Like, what the fuck are you talking to me for? And then he goes to text me and I just literally ghosted his text and ignored him. But it could be that kind of situation where they're the same assholes that talk all this shit, but when push comes to shove, they want to literally have you always be around them. But the reality is you're just being politically polite to them. Okay? Okay. Words. Establish how you're saying. So in other words, being politically polite. Why? Because you remember all the wounds they caused you. Does that mean you need to stir the shit pot up? No. I'm convinced he just wanted to be around me because he wanted to be seen with me. Because all the surfers want me. But moving on from that. Doesn't matter. They still need you, Scorpio. So you got to make a choice. You're going to use your voice and your wit to do what? To decide what you're going to do with these situations that are coming forward to you, because this isn't going to be the last. Some of you could be going through some sort of ending. I know I officially did with a Leo. Thank fucking God. Amen. Hallelujah. He woke up. No, he did not wake up. He did not wake up. But, yeah, I caught myself. Yeah. But, ooh. Interesting. But the reality is. Are you going to stay stagnant with the energy, or are you going to move on from it? Right now is going to be the time that things could be happening. You also will get those other exes that will just never come forward because they're cowards. When people show you who they are, believe them. I'd rather have a coward than someone that... Actually, no, I think they're both equally terrible. But Sagittarius came out. You could have friends that are trying to... Ooh, Cancer just popped up. Friends that are trying to do something, create some sort of imbalance for you. You could have a Sagittarius. You have some sort of... It's not Sagittarius, I heard. It's a Temperance. I'm not doing tarot, so... You're going to have to use higher insight in a situation. Because whoever is dealing with this right now, the planet that you're dealing with is Uranus. Someone doesn't like what is going on. So whether that is the reality of they're trying to create an unbalanced situation. Sorry. Yeah. To stop you from expanding. Neptune's in reverse. They're trying to stop you from expanding. It depends what your planets are. I know you can't do that, but there are people... Yep, something just got thrown on the ground. What got thrown on the ground? So we are getting rid of... Jupiter, exactly. So some people can't do that, and that's why I got rid of Jupiter. So if you are someone like me who has the raddest Jupiter in the world, which means... I can't even say what I want to say, because I have too many religious people. Anyways, the reality is Jupiter, if you have a Jupiter like me, and you are literally cusping where you are basically the devil in disguise, but then you also cusp Sagittarius, which is all about luck. Nothing anyone does is going to work. Why? Because it's not going to. The luck will be in your favor. That's your chart. You can't reverse. Especially not only that, if someone has multiple shifts in that chart, they still can't fucking do it. Why? Because again, you were bred that way for years and years and years before anyone thought that they could do anything, but it doesn't matter. That's the thing, is I'm not even gonna waste my time talking about this person anymore. Why? Because they're not going anywhere. They're literally in the same spot as they were last year. Not one change. And if there was a change, it already fell through for them. I just heard. Period. Meaning it's already gone. It's already not there. They've already learned this new lesson. That could be the same person that's telling you. They've learned a new lesson. And now they're trying to make you look like you're behind when you're like, really? I created a structure. I went down to the depths to go back up. But I'm the problem? You got Taurus reverse and you got Jupiter reverse. So it's really easy. And ambition in the bottom of the deck in reverse. So you basically have a loser around you that's trying to do magic. And it's not going to work. They're trying to impact your stability. So I'm really pissed off. And I don't even want to put this reading up because it's like, what a waste of energy. So why am I reading like this? I guess if you feel, that's what this reading's about. If you feel like something's wrong, it's not. And don't worry. All is perfect and all is fine. Okay? I'm trying to decide. So Scorpios, if you feel like, if you have a stalker like me, or something that's annoying you, or an energetic pull, you know what I mean? Or whatever these things are, it's all the same. It's all relevant to the same. It's just something that's trying to impact you. And you can just tell something's off, something's off. Someone's trying to do this. Someone's trying to do this. It is the case. It's not going to work. Stop thinking about it. I don't want you to even think about the pull. Why? It's because when you even think about the pull, let the universe do what it's here to do. Let your experience be what you're going to experience. Stop trying to make your experiences get manipulated by other energy because you're trying so hard to be ahead of the game instead of present. Divine will have you right where you need to be. The only thing that you need to work on right now is trusting your gut and doing you, boo. Because at the end of the day, divine is so majestical, and I swear this one thing, that I watch this all the time. If divine literally will make you by accidentally miss whatever is trying to be happening to you. For instance, let's say someone's trying to twist up your wording. It might actually twist up your wording, but within 3 to 5 to 10 sentences later, divine literally had you recorrect it without you even realizing. Divine is so magnificent, it literally can shift what is already being done. So there's no point of you putting more worry in your brain, which then turns around and shifts even more aspects. It makes it even more like, well, then you're just turning into this nervous little fearful wreck that's not going to be able to manifest anything. Do what you're doing. Know that the only thing that you're doing is strengthening your connection, communication, and clarity with divine. Okay? Sorry, that curl is supposed to be coming forward and I keep pulling it backwards, so it's getting weird. And you are fine. If you are getting sick and someone's trying to put sick things on you, I don't even know if that's a vibe, but I'm sure it's someone's sick little vibe, okay? A little sicko is running around. Then you, ironically, are going to start most likely taking a vitamin or drinking water because you're so connected to divine that they tell you to do it. You don't even ask and you're doing it. And next thing you know it, you're filtering out all these things before they even happen or as they're happening. That's why magic doesn't exist. It's all relevant to energy. Divine knows a negative with a positive creates a neutral. It's just like science. And I'm not going to say the strongest people recognize this because that's illy said. Why? Because not everyone has the blessing and the privilege to be able to connect and even or have a phone on YouTube to do the research to find that out. So it's a blessing to know and have that knowledge. And with that blessing of knowledge, we ask that you share with others. It exists here. And yes, you can go through stagnant situations and or times in your life where it's not going to work that way. And the whole purpose of it, whether you like it or not, is to get your connection with divine even stronger. So that when they say jump, you don't even realize you're already... basically, you're going to end up being so close with divine that you will think your ideas are your ideas, but essentially they're divine's ideas. They're essentially your ideas that divine is allowing to happen for you because you chose to stay connected to them. My divine is God, to your divine is whatever. Amen. You choose. We're all about unity here. So I don't care if you're a fucking flamingo. I don't care if your favorite color is sparkle. I don't care if your favorite color is black. I actually love that color. That and sparkle is adorable. We're unicorns here, and we do not also look... I'm unisex, so I do not look at genders as a vibe. I look at masculine and feminine. And yes, and how you present yourself is how I will perceive you. As well as kind of, I will adjust it based on me. So if I can tell you're more of a feminine energy, I will probably call you sweetie and stuff like that, because that's just of my nature. But we're going to now bring it in. You guys are so spoiled. We're gonna do this, and I'll probably do a bonus reading because of the fact that someone's trying to mooch off our energy. That's crazy. Aspen, all I have to do is read and then you go to bed. That's my dog. He just sleeps while I read. It's like, he's like hyper, and then as soon as I start reading, he's out. Bedtime. I don't get it. Oh, yep. Belly's out, feet out. Okay, my loves. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. And my... If this matters, but for the vain people out there, my, what the fuck do you call those things? Tripod broke, which is fine. I can just go get a new one, but that's not my priority right now. So with that being said, sorry if the angles have been awkward. I don't have a, okay, GoPro I just heard. I don't have a, an iPod. I just heard. iPods, I just heard. Whoever you're dealing with knows that you run the roost. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, which is kind of too late, but whatever. For those that watch it all the way through, the videos I've been doing actually are channeled songs. But since I'm so ritzy ditzy, no, I don't care enough. I forgot to tell you guys. It's not that I don't care enough. I don't care enough to tell you about every little quick message. I kind of forgot. Well, at first it turned out to be a fun thing for the holidays, doing those little videos with the songs, to show my dog to you guys. And then I started doing it because I thought it was so cute to pick a song that I love and just to kind of hang out to it. Because often also I channel through music. And then apparently it ended up getting a really interesting response. So now I'm doing those videos because my whole point is to show that as long as you look a certain way, you don't need to take your clothes off to get famous. As well as you can't really sing in them, which I wouldn't anyways. It was more like, I love this song, maybe you guys can relate to it kind of thing. But apparently it's getting really good and bad reviews. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. It's something I enjoy because I choose songs that I actually listen to and really enjoy. I don't know what people expect you to do when you can't speak in it. So when you do the songs on the shorts, you can actually speak. Its whole purpose is to watch you. But I did think of a funny one that I kind of wanted to do with one of my songs that I might do in the future. We'll see. I have a really busy life right now. But those are really fun for me. I was not anticipating to do anything. That's why I'm sitting there doing it. It's literally just a channeled song. But you guys know I'm a Scorpio moon, so I kind of like to shake people up a little. And since there's so many good and bad opinions of it, meaning thumbs up and thumbs down, it's actually been kind of fun. So those are just channeled songs. I'm gonna keep doing it, whether people like it or not. It's like, what the fuck ever. Fuck off, bro. All you gotta do is click off, bro and bros. But you know, there's always going to be haters. The one thing that I do love is there's equal amounts of light and dark when it comes to the videos on people's commentary. So that shows that there's actually more light than there is dark that's been on the videos, which kind of is a great thing for us light workers to kind of see. Okay, so that is a heads up. I never really clued you guys in, and I started doing them, and then they started getting a lot of views, and so here we are today. Something that was for you guys, and yeah, it's funny. So you don't have to be an insta hoe to get many people to watch your videos. So again, like the principle of this whole YouTube's been about, natural beauty is key. So let's get back into it. So right off the bat, we pulled Alice. Now the kicker is Alice is in reverse. New worlds are calling. Ooh, someone's trying to block you. So, ooh. Oh, so you basically have someone trying to block you. That's in reverse. So if you are like me and you were trying to move, someone's trying to block your move. This person could not like how, you know, this is, I don't know what to say. It's a person that's a loser that doesn't want you to get attention because they never can get attention. So it would be like, I don't know what to say. You have someone basically that's trying to stop your blockage. They don't like that your voice is of an angel, which means, oh, I had this guy write a song with him and his best friend, and I was there the whole time they did it. But now he tries to act like it's for every single girl that's he's now dated. And it was about an angel, actually, that I was an angel in his life. But obviously that is the case, and obviously even the angel flew away because some people, it is what it is, right? But angels in reverse, dark Harleys in reverse, and jugglers. So there's a situation where someone could see your light and dark side, and they could see that you were an angel, but they can see that you can call them out, you know, kind of thing. And if they were someone that did kind of juggle situations and or things, they were trying to shift things up in your life because things are shifting up in their life. The only difference that they didn't catch on to is the reason things shift up in their life is because things are always shifting in their life. They're just too unconscious to consciously connect the two dots to that. And you were so unconsciously awakened that you were able to kind of connect to the dots to the fact that this person's not consistently even aware of what's going on around them and or to them. So with that being said, they were trying to shift your world up. You caught it, so you do not have to worry about it. And your cockiness could be essentially triggering them. So just be cautiously aware if there are people that are coming in sideways and or people that are all of a sudden coming in. It could be that you're coming out and they're recognizing it. There's also going to be the other flip 22 where people are going to be doing all this behind your back. Exactly. They want to basically make you quiet. So if it's happening behind your back, whether it's happening to your face or behind your back, do you, boo? It really does not matter. It's not going to in any way, shape, or form impact you. The only thing that's going to impact you is what you choose to do motto-wise for, you know, yourself. So are you going to continue to do you? Are you going to continue to maintain the mind frame that you're in and manifesting and creating your own self? If you look back, you will. I was listening to one of my favorite readers. I have a couple. And Ghetto Nun said, "Do not look back, for you will turn into salt." That is so on key, on point with basically what this little motto is being said. So if you look back, you're more in likely to be entangled with all this negative energy because you're not focusing on the light, okay? So in order to create the light and maintain on the light, we need to keep our perspective like an eagle, eye on the prize. Therefore, you can create what you want and not need to steal what you want, okay? So I just want to send love and light. Thank you so much for being here. If you just tuned in, I'm sorry we are done with this read, and I hope you have a great day.